Right guys, what's happening? So a company has sent me a budget-friendly 4K action camera. I've had this for a little while. I've been so busy I really need to get the review done and see what this camera's like. It's been sent from a company called Boblov, I think it's called.
There's somebody there called Bob. Anybody else would read it and go, right, they're called Bob. You decided that Bob could be a funny word.
Right.
Bob. Now,
so how can I help you, Bob?
Don't know when people come up with these names for these companies, but yeah, it just says sports camera Wi-Fi 4K. On the back of the box it's got all the video resolutions all the way from, I'm not going to go through all of them, from 720 30 frames per second all the way up to 4K 60 frames per second, photo resolution 8, 13, 16, 20 million, 24 million.
Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions.
Yeah, Wi-Fi function. TF card, I'm not sure about this one because when I went to put it in I'm like, will my card reader even work with that? But perhaps you can still transfer it via USB or Wi-Fi. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Yeah, I mean, all the other things you can see listed here. It is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not too fussed about specs of how many megapixels and yada yada. It means nothing to me, all the extra gimmicks and functions. All I want to know is, or all anybody probably wants to know is, with a action camera, is the image quality good? Is obviously the video quality good? Has it got good stabilisation? That's pretty much all you want from it. Myself personally, I think a lot of people as well. Myself personally, I don't know what functions and gimmicks you need. For me, you just need usable image quality and, most important of all, good stabilisation. It comes in at a price point well under what your GoPros and things cost, so it's like, I'm not expecting that level of video quality, but for somebody on a budget, is this usable for getting out on your motorbike, your mountain bike, whatever action sports you do? So, got the MT-09 behind us. Rain's actually stopped for 2 minutes. I'm going to take this out. I'll just take you in for a little closer look. The other cool thing, it says dual screen, so I don't know, like is it a GoPro Hero 9 or 10 or whatever one it is. I'm presuming that's a colour screen, or is that, maybe it's just an LCD display on the front, I'm not sure. It's about the same size. It's about the same size as a GoPro. I notice there's no wings underneath, so I take it you've got to fit this case to be able to attach it to any mounts. Finally, just before we get out for the ride, I'm going to quickly show you all the mounts and accessories in the box, because that might be useful to some people. Alright, let's see what we've got in the box here. Let's take all these things out of the plastic, because, you know, how are we meant to look through these? That looks like a spare back door. Insert no rude innuendos there.
The front door or the back door.
That case is just like the case I used to get on a GoPro Hero 4, I think it was, or the original GoPro Hero. That's so similar, even the top catch. So, got that. Don't know if that's some kind of very simple mount. I suppose that's what you want to use, I'm guessing, when it's waterproof. And you've got this that's just basically a holder. Not sure how secure that is once it's on there. Let's have a look. Actually, it's not bad actually. Might even use that. Remote control. It's quite handy. Looks like it's got a wrist strap connectivity. Mounts now. Do we trust non-3M mounts or not? I don't think I'm going to be sticking it to anything today anyway, but you got your couple of basic slider mounts with a 1/4 inch thread in there. Handlebar mount, pretty much standard type of GoPro thing. It's like an angle connector, more connectors, swan neck, that's quite helpful for certain things. 1/4 inch mount adapter. So you get quite a few accessories, and I'm guessing that's going to be the wrist mount strap. Yeah, so a little cool to, I guess, keeping it safe. So I'm going to chuck all that back in there and probably figure out how to use just this maybe. Right, so I've got that on there, got that bracket on. All that goes straight on the GoPro mount on my bike, we'll see. Got the budget action camera, the 4K action cam, mounted up to the handlebars of the MT. I'm not entirely sure what language that is, maybe Spanish. However, the first menu is quite an obvious one. I'm just scrolling up and down from 1080 to 720 all the way up to the top one. Gonna leave it in 4K 30 frames per second. No, actually, let's just go full hog, going 60. I'm not going to mess with anything else because it's not in English. I've no idea how to change it out of English. Right, it's starting to look like an action camera now. Turn it around here. We'll point out, I did manage to get an SD card, not the TF. Confused whether it's TF or SD. I'm not sure what TF card is, to be honest, but I always use micro SDs for most things. Not sure how I feel about it not having a door on that. Obviously, if you put it in a waterproof case, it's probably going to keep your card at least from getting lost if it does pop out in a crash or whatever. Other than that, I think we're ready to roll. Picture looks pretty good through there. Right, what's on the front screen at this point? Nothing. Why is there nothing on the front screen? Should we try hitting record? Oh, what's that on that? Right. God, why is it not in English? I don't want it in photo. Oh, where's mode? There's mode button on top. 4K 50, that looks like normal video. Pretty complicated. I don't know why it don't come to UK customers in a UK language. I do not know. Definitely not got the patience for figuring it out. Shouldn't have to either in my eyes. So, how do I hit record? Just press OK and see what happens. Right. At least you've got confirmation. I don't know if you can see that on the screen there. What's on the front of the camera? Not seeing anything on the front camera unless you have to turn that on in the settings. I don't know why it's saying front display. I'm not seeing nothing unless you need to do anything particular to see it. I don't know. I think these things should kind of generally work out of the box myself, but hey ho. Yeah, I mean already I'm kind of guessing it doesn't look super wide angle. But anyway, let's get out on the road. Probably going to put the GoPro on in standard mode, like non-super view, so you can see this camera on some snippets and just flick between the two. Let's turn that off for a sec. Yeah, let's just get out before it rains. Today we're going to be using this beast for our test vehicle.
Which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. You don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. You don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me. My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he stabs me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place. You don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. You don't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming.
Right, guys, we're just down at Lauren James. She does, what is it you do? You do
Wrapping, graphics, signage, stickers.
Yeah, so she's done a few bits for me in the past, like dechrome some bits on my car, but you do like van sign writing,
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff. So
printing.
yeah, whilst we're out doing a review of this camera, thought we'd see if she's got any yellows to match the bike.
Oh, it's not quite.
Yeah, but it's pretty damn close.
Hang on, let me get my swatch books.
Them ones are called.
That's orange.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of having some. I'm thinking of having my YouTube channel. I'm saying like the play button and the lettering on the inside of the rim. Does it say on the back of it what it is as well?
Yeah, they've all got names, but the names don't really mean anything to another company. Like this company will just choose what it wants to call its colours.
Yeah.
But if you went to a paint shop and said, "Can I have some?"
Oh yeah, of course it'd be something completely different. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I don't know. That's no closer than that. Is it that one? Honestly, I think that'd be close enough because it's going to be it's going to be in a different light. Because also being in the wheels, it could be lighter, darker. Because it's on a circle.
I think because it's far away from that as well, you're never going to know.
Also, you've got angles where this is angled down, so it's going to reflect the light different, and that's going to be facing up.
Yeah, I'm glad you understand these things.
Well, it's because I've done photography and all that, probably.
Yeah.
Video and all that.
It's
It's
probably
probably
me trying to tell the customer that.
no, I get it. I think that'd be close enough. I mean, if you lay like a tiny corner of that near the back wheel, just flipping up onto the wheel.
I think that's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, I think that'd be yeah. All right,
Sweet.
cool.
Let me do some measuring.
Yeah, so we picked a yellow that's close enough. It's good enough, I think. Definitely by the time it's been on the wheel.
Well, see, hopefully you're driving so fast no one can read it anyway.
Thanks.
It'll just be a yellow
Blur.
yellow line, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want it
I'd say about 4 centimetres. 4 centimetres deep.
4, yeah?
Go deeper, till I make you say, oh.
Does that sound about right? Would you think about?
I'd probably, if
Would
it
you
was
go
me,
4.5?
I'd probably put it in that little.
How big's that?
Well, that's about 3.
I think the fatter the letters, the fatter it makes a wheel look.
4 then. Let's go with 4. And then side.
Say 3 at a push. 2.5
Yeah, we could
to 3.
squeeze 3 out of that.
That's what I was thinking.
Alright, cool.
Great minds think alike. Thanks.
No worries.
Right, cool.
Alright, so I know your colours.
Yep.
Have you messaged me what it is you want it to say?
Yeah. Right, guys, I just spotted this up in the corner. Any suggestions? We're thinking about doing a collab. What should I make look pink? Yeah, anyway. Just don't know if I can get everything in without the wide angle lens. It's alright, you don't have to hide, Lauren. I'm going to leave the link in the description if anyone's interested in business sign writing, wrapping vehicles. You pretty much wrap anything with a surface, can't you?
Yeah. Anything, furniture, fridges,
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's pretty sick. Fridges.
vans, desks.
Custom fridges, that sounds like a business
all
on its
sorts.
own.
Anything that's flat that I can wrap, I'll give anything.
Alright,
away, mate.
links in the video, guys. I've just got back from test riding this. I've been out for a couple of hours and I've had it on. I wouldn't say for the whole, I wouldn't say for 2 hours, but I have to check on the footage how long this was recording for. But first plus point, the battery seemed way better than a GoPro, to be fair. Maybe it's not as powerful or something, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's not as complicated, but the battery is actually really decent, if I'm honest. It was still working when I get back. If I went out of a GoPro, I can almost guarantee I would have done at least one battery change when I was out on a similar sort of ride. Battery range excellent. I had a quick look. I've had a look through the video footage indoors, and the quality is pretty reasonable. It's past my expectations, to be honest. I didn't have a lot of expectations at the price point, but I would put it on par with a decent 4K dash cam kind of quality. It's very usable, you know. The question is, if you're on a budget, would you buy this or a second-hand GoPro? I think it comes down to. Do you invest in one of these or do you get a GoPro? And Gabby, enough! I think when you're talking purely on the basis of pro level video, even an old model GoPro is probably a no-brainer. I've got a feeling even an old GoPro would be higher quality than this, which is, it's not a big deal. I still think this has got its place. As someone who's, maybe someone who wants this like for commuting, just for their own insurance purposes, it'd be a great idea to have one of these on a motorbike commuting, because the battery lasts good. Battery lasts decent. It's not quite the same level, well, it's not the same level as a GoPro, but it's good enough. You know, if something happens to you out on the road, you're gonna get clear enough footage to, you know, stand up in court, I'd imagine. Don't mark my words to that, but from what I've seen, I'm pretty impressed. Maybe someone on a tight budget is trying to get into the, you know, it's got similar sort of style mounts as a GoPro, so you can kind of get into the moto vlogging or you know, riding, mountain biking or kind of other action sports. If you're strictly on a budget and you don't want to be spending sort of £300-400 plus on a GoPro or a couple of £100 second hand on a GoPro, this is currently, at the moment, I'm certain, I have to check the price, it's under £100 on Amazon. So it's still a good option. It's definitely a good option. I would potentially consider using it myself, like in a backpack. Now I know how good the battery is. I didn't think I'd actually say this, honestly, but I think this might end up in my arsenal. I quite like the idea of maybe putting it on a little tripod, putting it on the ground and doing a ride by, things like that. Just things where, you know, you're not so worried about the value of the camera so much. We'll see when this video comes out. I mean, we'll both see once you can see it on a full-size TV. Once I've got it off my computer and uploaded it, I'm going to upload the footage in 4K and be a judge for yourself. So there might be some more videos on this, guys, but check them out on Amazon. I'm going to put all the links in the description.
Bob.
I do think this has got its place, to be honest. I wasn't really looking forward, I'm totally honest, I wasn't looking forward to reviewing this, but it's past my expectations a little bit. It really ain't a bad little camera. Definitely ain't going to be replacing my GoPro anytime soon, but you know, it's not going to be the case at this price point anyway. It's cheap. It's cheap, but it's definitely functional. It's quite versatile, the amount of brackets you get. So, you know, various different sports and action sports, someone's going to find a use for it. Somebody don't want to spend an absolute fortune. Someone's decent battery life. Yeah, that's it. So that's it for this video today, guys. Join us in another video soon. We'll be going back to Lauren James, who was in the video earlier, to get the graphics done on this bike. Got loads of bits coming up, so don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll speak to you guys in a video soon. Take it easy.